In our way of going about life, what happens is that we get used to many patterns of living, which becomes a habit, and our life concentrates mostly around these habits. It is very practical like that. It makes it more convenient. It makes things more easy. But it also does something very unhealthy. That is, we lose the connection to the wonder, to the mystery, to the present that life is. We don't remember that we are more or less busy living without recognizing that all what we have is not to be taken for granted. And this is what makes the human being so disbalanced. That's why when you can start recognizing the wonder, when you can start recognizing that you are not here separate from the whole, you are here because life has given you the chance to be here. Because the Creator and the creation is supporting you in so many visible and invisible ways. When we can bring our attention again to these basic factors, we again tune into the reality of the wonder. And this is what I would like to bring through these two reminders which we are having for this period. One reminder is very simple. We are taking our breath for granted. And we notice that we are going on breathing. But what we don't often realize is that whether we are awake or asleep, whether we are observing it or not, life is taking care that this cycle of freshness of the energy and the clearance of that what has been used up, and through that an ongoing renewal process is going on. When you take in between just 5 minutes to notice what way the life is breathing into you and breathing out of you. You don't need to do anything. Just observe the wonder, observe the support of the divine mystery. Notice for 5 minutes, doing nothing. You can sit with open eyes or closed eyes or lie down, whatever way it is comfortable and convenient to you, so that you can stay awake and observe, notice, feel what way life is breathing into you and it is breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Notice also the gaps between the breaths. And as you are observing it, you also notice that it's becoming a little deeper. The gaps are becoming a little bit more. So observe for 5 minutes. And this you do at least 5 times during the day. To make it a little bit more pragmatic, I would recommend you to combine it in such a way that, for example, before you eat something or drink something, you can do that, because it's a good gap also to go towards the nourishment and to also enjoy the meal or enjoy the drink what you are going to have in the right way. Or when you're going to the bathroom, after the bathroom, when you are having a little space, stay there 5 minutes, observe. So these are playful ways to bring it in combination with your day-to-day activities so that these 5 minutes you can bring in different combinations. But you can also just, whenever you remember, take the time, be with it. So this is the first reminder, and I would recommend everybody to really allow this to become a recognition of the wonder, and also to allow it to be a basis for the gratitude which happens when we realize we are being welcomed, we are being taken care, we are being supported. So this will be a very supportive reminder. And the second reminder is very simple. We are always focusing more on what is beautiful for us, what is pleasant, what is joyous, what is enjoyable, and all that. Now just start rejoicing consciously, and that can only happen consciously because the automatism is pulling you in a different direction. Unless you have started already bringing this awareness and start living that in a different way. That whenever you see anyone else being joyous, whenever you see anyone else being loving, anyone else being compassionate, anyone else being creative, all these beautiful manifestations of life energy happening in your surroundings, bring your attention to it in a very careful way without being intrusive, and celebrate life like that. When you are able to enjoy and see the beauty when someone else is celebrating life, when someone else is enjoying life, someone else is joyous, loving, compassionate, creative, you are strengthening that energy process. And this is what will open one more and more to realize how deeply we are all connected with each other. So let it become your experiential understanding, but bring this into practice and take again at least deliberately 5 to 7 occasions where you rejoice in the joy, rejoice in the lovingness of the others, rejoice in the compassion and creativity of the others, and be a non-interfering participant consciously. This is the second reminder, and both these reminders can be very supportive in bringing about a very graceful and joyous unfolding of the life process in your own life.